Hello Zebraherd and welcome to Plants vs. Zombies, the original for the PC. You may know that on this day, 9 years ago, this game was released, and since then Plants vs. Zombies has become such a huge franchise, and I don't think there's any other better way to celebrate this game and its birthday than to play through the original starting today. So stay tuned the next couple weeks because I'll be uploading hopefully an episode a day of this game. I am so excited, obviously one of my most favorite games of all time. I don't want to drone on too much about it, but if you are excited and you want to see more episodes soon, make sure you let me know. But with all that being said, let us get started with Plants vs. Zombies. Okay, so let's start our adventure. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I've been planning this for months now to play through this game on PVZ's birthday. I'm sure there'll be other amazing PVZ things we'll be doing on Garden Warfare and PVZ Heroes, but also playing through the classic PVZ Zebra's house. So this is my house, and there are some zombies. And I think they wanna get inside my house, and I don't wanna let that happen. Click on the seed packet to pick it up. Okie doke. Click on the grass to plant your seed. Nicely done. Well, thank you. Click on the falling sun to collect it. Keep on collecting sun. You'll need it to grow more plants. And that's exactly what we'll do. So my goal is I want to 100% this game. Excellent, you've collected enough for your next plant. Don't let the zombies reach your house. I'll try my best. Luckily, there's only one lane. For whatever reason, the zombies are just compelled just to go down the grass. If they, I guess maybe they're rule breakers. Maybe we have a sign that says don't step on the grass, and they're like, oh gosh, we gotta do it now. Because if they just went around the grass patch right here, it'd be game over already. But yeah, I actually want to 100% this game in this playthrough. I'll at least be trying to, because I haven't fully 100%ed it before. It might take me a while, because this game is very long, depending on what you wanna do. Obviously, I've completed the story mode many, many times. But yeah. This game it holds such a special place in my heart. It released right when I was starting to make videos, but before we do that, we got another plant. Ooh, I like how on the top of the seed packet it says Bloom and Doom Seed Company. Does Crazy Dave own that? I don't know. We got a new plant. Sunflower, gives you additional sun. All right, I think we get more lanes now. There's a bunch of brown coats. Yep, we do, okay. So we have a large variety of plants to choose from. Sunflowers are extremely important plant. Try to plant at least 3 of them. I will be planting way more than 3 of them, but I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, we need sun to plant plants, and sunflowers make sun, so it's a perfect combo. The more sunflowers you have, the faster you can grow plants. It'll be important to get sunflowers out almost every single time. There are very few situations where I can imagine where you'd want to get another plant out first. Only if there's like immediately a zombie being played, which I don't really even think that happens in PVZ1. But yeah, this game is so amazing. And it came, for me, at a special time in my life. I played it when it released, or around then. And that was when I started making videos, was around 2009. So it was just a very memorable time for me. Crazy, it was almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago as of today, but in a year from now, it'll be 10. I wanted to do it on the 10th anniversary, but I was like, do I really want to wait a year to play this? I'm like, absolutely not. Maybe we'll do something even more special for the 10th anniversary of PVZ. Because you never know, maybe there'll be another PVZ game out by then that we could be playing and very busy with. I know that there's probably some PVZ birthday stuff going on in PVZ Heroes and in Garden Warfare 2, so I'm certainly gonna be playing that kind of stuff, so stay tuned for it. But for right now, I have this sort of I guess back and forth pattern. I got all sunflowers, all pea shooters, and then all sunflowers, and then probably another row of pea shooters. I don't think you need really all that much to survive all of this, but I'm gonna go through with all of it. But geez, I've missed this so much. I know that PVZ2 is very popular, and that I enjoy it to my own extent as well, but I just love this game so much. To me, this is probably still my favorite Plants vs. Zombies game. I love Garden Warfare, I love PVZ2 and PVZ Heroes, but this one, it started everything, and I think that was for a reason. It was just a very, very solid game. You might know that earlier this year, the person who originally created PVZ released their own game, an indie game called Octageddon. I've been playing a lot of that as well, and it has a lot of the charm of this game. A huge wave of zombies are approaching. Our first huge wave. Will we be able to handle it? Most likely. Maybe we'll get like a cone head or something. We got one of the flag zombies. Gotta be careful of him. But I think that's probably gonna be the only kind of zombie we see besides the normal brown coats. I actually don't think they really do anything. Like a normal brown coat and a zombie holding a flag, I don't think they're any different in this game. They're just sort of symbolic of the final wave coming in. All right, so it looks like we got rid of it and we get another plant. And it looks like a pair of cherries, a very unhappy pair of cherries. It is the cherry bomb. Blows up all zombies in an area. Okay, so this is great for when we get overwhelmed. We can just plop down the cherry bomb and take him out that way. I'm probably gonna play through the entire World 1. You know, like how it says level 1-3, we'll try to play through all of the level 1 somethings in today's episode. But let me quickly go ahead and put down a sunflower. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that sun. Very, very good. Get this one, and there we go. There are a lot of like gaps in PvZ where it's just sort of like you're sitting there waiting for the next piece of sun or waiting for the next zombie to come up or wait for your plant to restore. So we'll have plenty of time to talk about PvZ, which is definitely why I want discussion from you guys. Of course, if you've played the original PvZ, I would love to hear some of your memories about it, some things you like about it, what's your favorite plant, all that kind of stuff. I'll be talking more and more about the plants once we unlock more of them. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But it's really gradual how this game works, you know? It's just like you get a couple more plants every couple of levels, and because of that, you sort of learn more and more about how the game works and these different strategies. And right now, there's really only one strategy to win, and that's put sunflowers down, put pea shooters down, and let the magic happen. But soon enough, we'll be getting enough plants that we can actually choose different loadouts and different strategies based on that, especially when different hurdles come our way. But yeah, well, I'm playing this on the PC, by the way. I know this game's actually been released in a ton of different formats. The Nintendo DS, the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, and then also on mobile devices. I think that the mobile device one is only free to play, so it has like a bunch of ads. So I didn't want to do that one. But what's interesting about the original PvZ's ports is that there's sort of differences with each one. Each one has its own little game modes or mini games and stuff, so maybe eventually I can showcase those versions as well. But for right now, we're just all in focusing on the version you can find on Steam. It's Plants vs. Zombies Game of the Year for PC. So yeah, maybe we'll do those other versions for another PvZ birthday event. But hey, this is fine for now. Okay, so this is our first Conehead we're going against. I didn't even see him in the street. I mean, I didn't really look for him, to be honest with you, but as you can see, a lot of zombies and their toughness is indicated by the type of headwear they have. And Conehead is sort of our first one. Obviously, a cone on his head isn't gonna protect him too much. A couple pea shooters will still take him down quite easily, but it's a start for the zombies, that's for sure. And they can get quite overwhelming, which is why we just wanna keep moving, keep working, even if it seems like we're doing well. Whenever that huge wave of zombies hits, we might not be doing so well anymore. So we sort of wanna compensate for that and just make sure our field is as strong as possible. I guess our lawn is as strong as possible, because as you can see, there's a zombie on our lawn. Okay, so I do wanna earn up enough sun to use the cherry bomb if I can, because I wanna showcase that since we just unlocked it. Okay, I have enough. So the cherry bomb is very useful because it doesn't just explode in the lane you place it, but in the lanes next to that, the neighboring lanes. Only for like a couple blocks horizontally, but it's definitely worth it. So I can just place it here and then goodbye zombies, you're all gone. And look at that, we get another plant. Now this one is not very offensive like the cherry bombs, instead it's very defensive because it's the walnut. Blocks off zombies and protects your other plants. So this thing has no attacking abilities, but can block the zombies from getting where they're going, at least for a little bit until they eat it. So yeah, it doesn't actually let you really see the zombies, but we have a full backyard now, which is awesome. I guess front yard. It always looked like a backyard to me, but the front door was right there. And it would be weird if you had an open backyard that was open to a street. I don't know. I've always loved the setting of PvZ, and this is something I've talked about a lot in the Garden Warfare series, is that I really, really like the location PvZ is set in, which is I think Midwest America. So we're gonna go ahead and set up a walnut. We'll just set them up here because I don't think we'll put out plants that far. But as you can see, when he starts walking up to the walnut, he's gonna start eating that, and it's gonna take him a long time. So that does give me a little bit of extra time to figure out some other things. I could put another sunflower down, but I'd rather, for now, get our first pea shooter for this level. We're making our way through this first world really, really quickly. Like, faster than I was expecting. I probably would benefit from 2 rows of sunflowers eventually, but I think we'll be able to get away with this for now. So we can do another walnut right there. He is really eating it out into that walnut. Poor guy. It's all busted open. Even now though, I think he's only at like half health. Like they have a lot of health. Okay, so there's another 100 sun. You can go ahead and place that guy there. Hopefully he won't do too much damage to our poor walnut friend. The biggest downside to the walnut is how long it takes to restore or the recharge. As you can see, it's not even fully recharged yet. That's fine, because it gave me enough time so that I can start setting up pea shooters in these other lanes. We only got 2 more to go. But we're making a lot of sun at this point. I could start doing the, I guess sort of not a checkered pattern, but like an every other lane kind of pattern. Oh, we got a cone head. So we might actually need that walnut for this, which should be fine, because now I got it. As long as we're like active, you know, we make sure there's no spared time. Every time there's a sun popped up, we grab it. Every time the plants are immediately available and we can place one, we place it. Soon enough, I'm gonna have to do some more things that aren't sunflowers, but in the meantime, since there isn't too much opposition, especially since for whatever reason, we've been getting pretty lucky about this center lane. We're just now getting a zombie. I probably wanna put another zombie in that bottom lane. Okay, so put this here, get another sun, get this. I don't think we're gonna run into anything new this round. I think it's still going to be all the same. Go ahead and grab that stuff, put you there, good stuff. Wow, there's a lot of sun. Okay, I'm doing clicking all over the place. I did like hide my mouse cursor because I've always found those things annoying when I'm trying to watch a video like this. Like when I try to watch videos on PVZ. I don't know, I always found the mouse cursor just to be in the way. Especially since it's pretty clear, you know, like what I'm doing. Like you can see me move around the sunflower. But if people disagree, maybe I'll put it back. There's more cone heads getting taken out. Soon enough, if we have a full row of walnuts, we could either make a second row. Oh yeah, you know what? We can't dig up things just yet, so I would have to make a second row or wait for them to be eaten and just replace them that way. We're about to be finished, so it looks like we're about to tackle our last round here, or at least our huge wave of zombies. So I don't wanna use the cherry bomb just yet, because the cherry bomb takes even longer than the walnut to restore. So you really wanna make sure that when you place a cherry bomb, it's at just the right time. Yeah, I've been in this main story mode more times than I could probably count. Like it's so many times over the years. So I don't really know if there's anything I'll get too stuck on. There might be a couple rounds later in the game we lose and then we'll have to try again. But I'll try to like mix up strategies a little bit. I won't try to do the same thing every single time. In the beginning I have to because there's literally no other option, but hopefully later on. Now this cherry bomb, it's tougher to decide where I wanna put it because there's more lanes where it won't affect, because it only affects the direct neighboring lane. So it'll hit this one above it, below it, but not the 2 below it. But I think that was worth it because that was the one that had the 2 cone heads. And there we go. We did it, just one more zombie to take out. And, oh hey, speaking of which, I just mentioned this, we got the shovel. So this is great if you misplace a plant, which usually isn't too often, but as you can see, it's the shovel. Lets you dig up a plant to make room for another plant. Oh, hey! Greetings, neighbor. My name's Crazy Dave. But you can just call me Crazy Dave. Okay. Listen, I've got a surprise for you. But first, I'll need you to clear your lawn. Use the shovel and dig up those plants. Let the digging commence. All right, click on the shovel to pick it up. Click on a plant to remove it. Keep digging until your lawn is clear of plants. I'm sorry, pea shooters, but you gotta go. Okay, goody. Now for the surprise. We're going bowling. Here, take this walnut. Why'd I put a walnut in your hand? Because I'm crazy. Now go, bowl me a winner. All right, so this is one of the many mini games you'll run into in this game, which is fun that they incorporate them in the main story. Walnut bowling can be fun. I actually want some of the zombies to move out closer because what I can basically do is I can put a walnut down the center or any other lane and it would bounce off the zombies. But if you can have it combo and bounce between zombies, that's when you actually start getting some bonuses. Actually, we don't have coins at the moment. I don't know if that would actually work then. We're gonna find out because I don't know if the game has introduced any coins. But yeah, right now, our goal is just to get rid of the zombies with the rolling walnuts. But as long as you get like, I think like a 3 or 4 combo, you can start getting coins. I just don't know if that's possible in this first mini game, just because of the fact that they don't have any coins introduced in the game yet. But it should be pretty easy. I'm just gonna let them roll on. And then we also have Explodo nuts, which are not an actual nut that you can get in the normal game, but in this mini game, they just sort of explode on impact with the zombies. So if there's a huge chunk of them coming your way, I don't think any more are gonna show up until we get rid of these dudes. So I'm just gonna do that. So yeah, it might not be possible to get coins, so maybe I shouldn't wait so long for the combo, because obviously it's quite easy. Because it's our first ever mini game, I can put that there, get rid of that guy. but the cone heads take 2 shots while the normal brown coats take 1. All right, so I guess I can put this here. This might bounce off multiple zombies. Oh, not quite. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, no, okay, hit 2, but not enough. I gotta be careful about how I do this because those cone heads are both coming this way. I mean, it really isn't that big of a deal, but hey, I'm doing what I can about it. Yeah, the way it's structured feels like it's not possible to get a combo on this specific level, but that's fine. I'll use one of the exploded nuts right here. I don't really need them too much, so I wanna hold on to them for as long as I can. And ooh, nice combo there. Yeah, I think a triple combo like that or triple hit would have given me at least 1 coin. So I'm guessing that's not something that's possible right now. So if I really wanted to get rid of these guys, this is the best way to do it. Huge wave of zombies are approaching. All right. Where are they? Final wave. So I wanna make sure I use this normal walnut when the time is right. So in the meantime, might as well try to take care of some of the smaller guys. And then right here. And then I can just get rid of these 2. Just like that, we win! And hey, look at that, we get another plan for it. Look at this cute little guy. He's adorable. He is the potato mine. Explodes on contact, but takes time to arm itself. This right here is one of my favorite plants and works for some different, more riskier strategies, I think. If you have sort of like, I guess, a more risky early game where you might not be earning up as much sun, these guys can help you protect yourself. You might have saw that there was a new zombie there as well. He was holding a pole, and we're gonna deal with him when the time comes. But now we're in level 1-6. And my current goal is to post sunflowers, but as soon as we see a zombie up, we'll place down that potato mine. Because it should just be a normal brown coat that pops up first. But yeah, like I was saying before, I really like, here we go, the location that Plants vs. Zombies takes place in, which seems to me largely Midwest America. Of course, in the newer PvZ games, it sort of expands to different parts of the world and beyond it, like Garden Warfare 2 has a map on the moon. But especially in Garden Warfare 1 and in PvZ 1, it's all sort of located in Midwest America, and that's so cool, because I feel like it's just a cool part of the world. I've never really been there, but I just appreciate it. I think it's a nice sunny place. Maybe one day I could visit. But yeah, as you saw there, the zombie walked right over that potato mine and spadow, it exploded it. So, boop, put that there. And we're gonna do 2 rows of sunflowers right on the left this time. So, right on the left, what sense does that make? It doesn't. But this is where potato mines can be really nice, especially in this very slow early game. I can earn up a lot of sunflowers without having to play the more expensive pea shooter or any other plant I might be starting with. Instead, I could have the potato mine to sort of protect me for a little bit. Now I can start doing this. Okay, so only got a little bit more until we have a full row of double sunflowers, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and put you here. That sounds good to me. All right, so far so good. So if things are looking a little nasty, I can throw out another potato mine, but at this rate, I think things are going our way. With already, like, we're not even halfway through this level, we have 2 rows of sunflowers. That's about as productive as you can get. So I think this first world will be a breeze. I don't know if we're gonna be doing a world per episode every time, because, you know, the next couple of worlds do end up getting longer and longer. I think the final world of the game can take like an hour and a half to get through. So it really depends on how well things are going. I might split them up into multiple episodes, maybe up to you guys. So let's go ahead and put a walnut down there and do this. If we wanted to be super defensive, we could put potato mines behind the walnuts. That way, if they were somehow able to break through the walnut. Oh my, here we go. New zombie, right over this way. This is the pole vaulting zombie. You put a plant in front of him, he'll jump right over. So you wanna make sure that you have some walnuts or potato mines out in front of that guy, because after he pole vaults, he walks pretty slow. But before then, he runs pretty quick. He runs more quickly than most other zombies do, and here comes another one. Might be able to just use a walnut against him. But that's why putting a potato mine or a walnut in front of him will sort of not stop him dead in his tracks, but pretty close to it. After that, he's not very powerful. He's probably about as powerful as your average brown coat, maybe less even. So just make sure that once you see him, you have something in his way that he can jump over. Speaking of which, let's just try to make sure there's something in every lane, just in case they like throw a bunch of them at us. But so far, I think we are very well protected. This level's almost over already. You can always tell how far we are in a level, of course, on the bottom right. That guy's gonna launch right over that. Will it still explode? It won't. Okay, that makes sense. I'm just gonna put this here. Jumps over one thing, gets blocked off by another. But you can tell that the ideas for the zombies are getting pretty creative. And that's what my favorite thing is about it. It's just so cool. All right, a huge wave of zombies are approaching. And I do have a cherry bomb that will go boom whenever I have the opportunity to. So, I think, yeah, here's a good idea. Boom, that was awesome because I took care of a, what's it called? I took care of both a pole vaulting and a cone head, and oh, what is this? A very expensive pea shooter, it seems, at 175. Comparatively to what we currently have, it is the snow pea, shoots frozen peas that damage and slow the enemy. Very cool. So these are a little bit different. And no new zombies this time, just still cone heads and pole vaulting and brown coats. But these guys are a tad bit different because, like it said, it slows down the zombies, which will be great for those pole vaulting ones. But they are a lot more expensive, almost twice as much as a normal pea shooter at 175. So hopefully we can get up to there no problem. If we could get as good of a start as we did last time, I really don't think it'll be an issue. But oh, as you can see on the level progress on the bottom right, not only is it, one final wave or huge wave, there's 2 huge waves. So this is gonna be a longer level than normal, which is fine with me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our first row of sunflowers, and that potato mine is eaten. They can eat the potato mine if it's not ready, so you have to be very, very careful about how you do that. I'm gonna wait for a potato mine, because I should be able to get this potato mine out and ready before he gets to, say, the 3rd row on the left. So like right there. So that should be fine. But yeah, they can eat and just destroy the potato mines if they're not prepared while it's in front of them. So it's not really like a get out of jail free card. You can't just put it in front of any zombie and instantly explode them like the cherry bomb. Okay, so let's go ahead and get more sunflowers. Soon enough, it looks like I might have to put our, we'll just put our first pea shooter there. But we're gonna do the snow pea soon enough. I just wanna make sure that we have enough sunflowers to make this work. And now we do, awesome. So I'm probably gonna do snow peas on the 2nd lane. I just don't know where I wanna put them. It's good to put them out as soon as I possibly can, just because that way it starts restoring as soon as possible as well. So that I can place down another one whenever I have the convenience to. But for right now, I think I can focus on normal pea shooters and we'll be a-okay. I just actually need more sun. You'd think I wouldn't need more sun when I have 2 rows of sunflowers, but soon enough that'll be the case. Then we can also start putting down walnuts and stuff. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself with the walnuts, so. I'm having so much fun though. I've really, really missed this game. No matter how much I play this game, I never ever get sick of it. And I think that's just like nice charm about it, Is that it, like Plants vs. Zombies was like one of the first major casual games. And the cool thing about it is it didn't have to do anything exploitative. You pay the money for the game, and then you have the game, and it's amazing, and that's it. And that's sort of great because PopCap had a huge stake in that kind of game, with Peggle and with Insaniquarium, which we've also played through. That was a very fun game. And it's just, you see that again with Plants vs. Zombies. It's this easy, accessible game. You pay for once, and then you have this game full of awesome content that has tons of replayability in a way. Because once you beat the main game, you get to replay it again, or you can, with all of your plants unlocked. All the plants you unlocked in your journey you get to keep, and that makes the game way more replayable. I don't think we'll ever do that for a series, but maybe if this series does well enough and you guys enjoy this, maybe we'll play through the story mode an additional time with all of our extra plants. I don't think the game itself gets any more difficult. I've never really tried it much. But as you can see, the snow peas are really doing a good job. I haven't talked about it much, but the zombies that have a tinted blue look to them, of course, are frozen and they're walking significantly slower, which has huge benefits. One thing, we'll be able to hit them way more before they even have a chance to get close to our plants. It'll give the potato mines more time to suit up and get going, which is great. We got tons of these guys. I think we might whip out our first cherry bomb here because we can use one now and then we'll be able to use one in the next super huge wave. But there's our first huge wave done, or mostly. It really wasn't too bad. And this guy right here, the pole vaulting zombie definitely is a lot less of a threat when we have a full row of snow peas, so good to keep in mind. I wanna place more walnuts, but currently I cannot because they're not done restoring yet. Okay, so I wanna put a potato mine there, put a walnut here, and a pea shooter there. Awesome. I mean, at this rate, if I wanted to make more room for stuff, I would probably start removing the second row of sunflowers. That way I can make room for more snow peas. I don't wanna do that quite yet, but if we end up having too much sun and the sunflowers really aren't doing much for us, that's usually the first strategy I start taking up. I think that's what we might start doing in a moment. I'll go ahead and put it here. I mean, the thing about snow peas is I don't think they do any more damage than a normal pea shooter. I think they do the same amount of damage. And once a zombie is slowed down, they can't get any more slow, right? So if there are 2 snow peas, now thinking about it, I never really thought about it much, 2 rows of snow peas isn't really that much more effective than 1 row of snow pea and 1 row of pea shooter, as much as I understand. Maybe I'm wrong. There is an almanac I think we'll unlock sometime in today's episode that should maybe tell me how much damage each plant we have does. We're gonna find out. I don't really know if it tells you, or if maybe that's something I'll have to Google, but we'll find out sooner or later. For right now, I'll just keep with the double rows of snow peas and double row of pea shooters, because it won't hurt. As you can see, we have such like sort of like a powerful grasp over the yard right now. Like they're not even reaching our potato mines. I just want the yard to look pretty with like all organized and stuff. I know some people don't play PvZ in a very organized way. They'll sort of just like every lane will be randomly different. And that's totally cool too, like whatever works. I don't think there's any right or wrong way to play this game. I feel like that's the best thing about PvZ. As I've said before, it has tons of replayability because there's different ways to do things each and every time. Okay, luckily the only people reaching the potato mines right now are the people who jump right over them, the pole vaulting zombies, so don't have to worry about them destroying my beautiful garden I have going on. But we have our huge wave of zombies coming in. Where are they? I think I'm gonna put this right here. We gotta wait. And right now, I guess that's good. It still gets rid of more than half of the field, as you can see. It gets 3 out of the 5 lanes, so it wasn't bad, that's for sure. And it looks like we're gonna have a perfectly symmetrical backyard, or front yard, lawn. That's always what it is. Oh, and look at this. One of the best plants in the game, at least in my opinion. Very iconic, just like the pea shooter sunflower. And now, the chomper. Devours a zombie whole, but is vulnerable while chewing. Very cool. So before we continue, I do want to check the main menu. We do not have an almanac yet. Okay, soon enough, we will. The zombie pokes his hand back out. But let's go into level 1-8. We're back at my house. Oh, look at that, new zombie. And as you can see, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots to choose from. So I can't bring all of my plants. I'm gonna have to pick and choose this time. So I think the best possible thing I could do is do this. And why I'm doing this is because, as you can see, the chompers are 150 while the snow peas are 175. Not only are these a cheaper option, but having both would be a little hard to afford, at least currently in the game. So I'd rather keep with this. It's a little risk-free comparatively, and we get to showcase a chomper, which is awesome. But yeah, we saw a new zombie there. Obviously, he had a bucket on his head. I wonder if he may be the bucket head zombie. Most likely. Okay, so I'll grab that sun. And we will wait for more sun. But yeah, the potato mines and the chomper are a great response to the buckethead because the buckethead has a ton of health. So it's probably gonna be something we need to employ soon. In the meantime, we're just gonna earn up as much sun as we can. Just sort of like last time. That's gonna be our strategy for a while, is potato mine sunflowers to start things off, just because it's such a great way to kickstart the round. All right, got some of that. Not gonna play the walnuts just yet. I don't really think it'll be necessary for a while, but you probably can tell which strategy we're going for. We're gonna have the chompers and then the walnuts. That way, they're protected pretty well. The only thing they'll be really at risk to is like the pole vaulting zombies, which really shouldn't be too bad either. I'm gonna go ahead and place another potato mine down for this dude. And we could start placing pea shooters down if we wanted to. We could place a chomper down now if we wanted to as well, but I don't think that's exactly necessary. Okay, we're doing really well. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the pea shooters now, just so they start restoring, we can get more out. Another sunflower, and then another pea shooter right now. Okay. Yeah, like I've said before, I've played this game more times than I can count. I sort of wish sometimes that it would still get updated, you know? I wish it would still have support, and maybe this one could be updated like PvZ2 is. I understand why it isn't, but and I do enjoy the appeal of PvZ2. I just think that this game has like a special charm to it, almost like the difference between Garden Warfare 1 and Garden Warfare 2. This sort of has that same thing. PVZ1 has like this special little charm to it that PVZ2 just doesn't have. It has its own charms and its own benefits, like it being a huge and awesome game, but in other ways too, it sort of feels like something's missing, and I feel like it's just that original charm this side. So we'll go ahead and play our first Chomper. I think here will be good because it's coming up on a cone head, and we can protect him with a walnut because he can only eat what's directly in front of him. So if there is a zombie that comes up and starts chewing on that walnut, we can chew on that zombie. What do you know? The cycle of life, what comes around goes around. In the meantime, I can set up more Chompers about and more pea shooters because we're earning up a lot of sun right now. And there you go. Oh, and here's our first Buckethead, which is cool. And we're gonna let a Chomper deal with him as well. But as you can see for that Chomper that just ate that cone head, he's still chewing on that dude. So he's gonna be a little bit vulnerable for a little while. But it takes a lot of effort to get rid of a Buckethead if you don't have a Chomper or a Potato Mine or a Cherry Bomb, because these pea shooters just don't do much damage to it. So you really wanna have some of these more explosive or just devastating defenses. Okay, so we're starting a little low on sun. I'm gonna try to play it a little careful. I think we'll be fine on this top lane. Pea shooters are dealing with that brown coat down there, no problem. As long as we can survive for a bit more. We're almost at the super huge wave, so we do wanna make sure we have 150 sun for that, for the Cherry Bomb. But in the meantime, I think we'll be fine. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal, because we seem to be doing A-okay. But you can already tell that we've gotten significantly more plants with each round, and now by this point in the game, a half an hour in, we get to mix up with different strategies. I could have just stuck with pea shooters and snow peas and would have done just fine this round, as long as I got those snow peas out before the Bucketheads. You know, just slow them down and then hit them all day long, maybe throw a Potato Mine in front of them. But this strategy works just as well. So it's just fun to mess with it. Of course, I'm gonna try to showcase every plant we unlock, so I might try some really obvious strategies at first, but for those rounds where maybe we don't unlock plants, I could try something a bit different, because we won't be unlocking a plant every level, just most of them. Okay, so here's our huge wave. We're gonna put this here, and boom, explodes everybody else. And look at that, we get a brand new pea shooter. It is 200 costing for the sun. That's a lot. We got a new plant. It is the Repeater, fires 2 peas at a time. So twice the cost, twice the fire rate, all in one lane. Now that is, I wanna call it a bargain, but it's effective, all right. So we're gonna try that out now. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Sunflower, the Potato Mine, and I guess we could do a combo like this. Might be a little bit difficult to afford. We'll have to be very careful about this. This could go bad really quickly. So we'll have to be very careful. But I think that if we play right and we put Potato Mines down when we can and Sunflowers down immediately, we should be okay. But yeah, the Repeater, very expensive plant, but obviously is very productive. If you can get, 2 lanes of Repeaters out, it's like getting 4 lanes of pea shooters out, which this is more effective than that because it doesn't take as much time to do. Because obviously the pea shooters would have to restore 4 times while the Repeaters only have to restore once. I mean, twice, I guess, or sort of, you know what I mean. Okay, so this is also level 109. I think 110 is the last level of this world, so we're almost wrapped up for today's episode, which is exciting enough. I'll go ahead and do that. We're gonna do the 2 rows of sunflowers, but I'm just trying to get the sunflowers out as quickly as possible, so I'm gonna keep it closer. Obviously, if I place it closer to where the seed packet is, it takes me less time to do. And seeing how we're sort of racing against the clock here, trying to make sure we have stuff ready before the zombies overwhelm us, just like that, awesome. Don't wanna see if we can't get a Repeater up very soon. If things get nasty though, that's why I also have the Chompers and the Cherry Bombs, just hoping I won't have to resort to that. It's also a double huge wave, it's a double wave level, so that can make things a little scary. But we do have our first Repeater. I don't know where I wanna put it, so we're just gonna put it on the top lane. Because we still will have another Potato Mine soon, so I think we'll be fine. But there we go. Pretty quick double row of sunflowers. I'm gonna go ahead and put this Potato Mine there. That'll probably be our last Potato Mine for a little while because I should be getting a good influx of sun. If I really, really wanted to go overboard, I could do 3 rows of sunflowers, but I don't think that's necessary for this point in the game. We don't have things that are that expensive just yet. Because there definitely are more plants that are more expensive than this that don't need a lot of saving and a lot of effective sunflower planting. But as you can see, we already have 3 rows of pea shooters. It's happening, or repeaters. It happens way quicker than we would be able to possibly get pea shooters out this quick. So it's definitely worth it, even if it is only a direct upgrade. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you, and you, and you. And I think that maybe we want to potato mine you. I could get a repeater up in time, but it might be a little bit risky. What I could do is instead invest those sun and try to protect the other lanes while the potato mine does that. So that might be good. I think so. Unless then those zombie pops up right behind him, but at this point we'll have some time to work with that. Probably want to earn up that 200 sun soon though. Because the repeaters can handle Coneheads decently well. Should be able to take him out before he gets too close. I just want to get this last repeater up. And then of course we'll be able to make pea shooters much more powerful in the future with other plants. So that'll be fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this there, because that's where we're gonna put the walnuts, is of course right in front of the chomper, so that's a good spot to start. We're getting very close to the first huge wave. Will we be ready for it? I don't know. Like I said, we're playing this a bit risky overall. I wanna get the row of chompers out and then we'll work on our second row of repeaters. Now the sunflowers are starting, like they're not slowing down exactly, but I've noticed that sometimes when it seems like the sunflowers pop out sun, it's almost all at once, like it is right now, almost in little waves. There's that. I almost have another walnut available, which is great. But we're still handling all these zombies pretty well, and we have the cherry bomb if need be, as this huge wave of zombies makes their way in. I don't know if there's any new zombies this time around, but I'm doubting it. Right now I see a pole vaulter, which the pole vaulter will jump over the chomper, so we wanna be able to do something about that. Either take him out or use a potato mine. The potato mine is probably a best bet there. And that's why it's nice just to have those, they're so cheap. Okay, so I could dig this up if I wanted to get rid of the asymmetricalness, but I'm not gonna be that guy right now. Not gonna be that guy. Okay, so we got our full row of chompers out. Things are actually working out really well. So we worked hard and we're able to earn up everything we wanted so far. And we have plenty of time to get the rest of the walnuts and the repeaters. So it really is that potato sunflower combo that we'll be relying a lot on in the first goings of everything. I'm gonna put a potato mine there. Get a repeater there. Awesome, awesome stuff. It is weird how this game sort of like plops you into sort of a weird narrative. Like obviously the game is pretty simple. Oh, place a plant there, defend against a zombie. But it never really tells you why these plants came to be. And I think it really sort of kind of explains it in the PvZ comics, which if you didn't know, there are Plants vs. Zombies comics. I need to read more of them because they're really fun. I just never had the time to do that kind of stuff. All right, so we only need one more repeater and there he is. So waiting for that walnut and then everything in our world will be perfect. Yeah, the repeaters are fantastic once you can actually save up for them. And you can tell that the pea shooters are like a huge part of PvZ because they're sort of your main projectile-based plant for a while, or the pea shooters and the variants of the pea shooter. And look at that, we were able to actually get rid of that pole vaulter before we could pole vault over anything. He's like, no, my purpose, it has been lost. I'll put a potato mine there because I think we'll be able to get rid of that cone head before we can do anything. And of course, if we had one more seed slot, we might have been able to get the snow pea in here. At this point, if I could do anything more, if I had an extra seed slot, I would go ahead and put a snow pea in it and then start replacing the second row of sunflowers with snow peas, just because these sunflowers aren't doing too much for me anymore. Huge wave of zombies are approaching. Now this is our last wave and I had the cherry bomb nice and ready for it, so I think we'll do just fine. Even then, we have the repeaters, things are going pretty well. I see a bucket head down here, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe out those 3 lanes. And there we go, we did it. I'm gonna put a potato mine there. Looks like I'm not gonna be able to get the final one. Oh, well, ooh, a message. What is this gonna be? Hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. Huh, an all-out attack. Well, we better be ready. Wow, that is a lot of bucket heads. A lot of zombies in general. Oh, okay, so this is a little bit different. Sort of kind of a mini game, not walnut bowling. Instead, the game sort of chooses the plants for you. Luckily, it immediately gave me a repeater. I'm gonna plop them down there in the bottom lane. We'll get cherry bombs as well. So we wanna play things as well as possible here. I'll try to do like first lane repeaters, or maybe the first 2 lanes I'll do repeaters, and then like the second and third lane, or the third and fourth lane, I could do snow peas. But I want to try to play my plants as well as possible and save as many of them as possible because I don't know what kind of plants I'll be getting later. They might not be that great of plants, so if I could be careful, that would be great. I got normal pea shooters as well. I want to put them there because we're gonna get a lot of plants. I want to make sure they're organized. It might seem like I'm putting them in random spots now, but you'll see. You will see. I got potato mines as well. I don't know when we want to put those down. I'm gonna hold on to them for now. Put you there, put you here. And then another cherry bomb. We got 3 of those already. So if things really start going bad, going south, we got it covered. Those cherry bombs will show them what's for. But yeah, this is always fun. These kind of versions of the game where it sort of gives you the plants, but you also have to sort of be really decisive on where and how you place things, because if not, it'll go very badly for you because you won't have enough plants to deal with it all. And this is not the last time we see a game like this, or a round like this. I think this happens basically on the last round, and now we have extra pea shooters. We're just gonna have extra pea shooters. Maybe we'll put them in places where the zombies eat other plants or something. For now though, I'm just gonna focus full on the repeaters. We almost have a full row of snow peas as well. We're working on 2 rows of repeaters, which is crazy. Okay, there's another repeater. I'm gonna put him here. I wanna protect that potato mine for as long as possible. Another walnut. Okay, so this is going really well. I'm so excited. I don't know what to do with all these pea shooters and cherry bombs. We'll find a way. I might just put them as like, basically, cheap walnuts in the front. I mean, I could fill up this second, or this empty row, but I wanted to save that for more snow peas. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference between, like I said, the snow peas and the pea shooters, as far as I understand. We don't have an almanac right now, so I can't really say for certain. But if you know, you can of course let me know. We're about to hit our first huge wave, but that's why I've been holding onto all these cherry bombs. I might just go ahead and do this, especially since we have 4 of 5 of them to fill up a row. Oh, there's chompers as well. Now I feel like I've done this all wrong. All right, well, I'll hold on to the chompers for now. There we go, we got like an extra row of pea shooters just hanging out. This rate, I really don't think we need potato mines. Like, we don't need a lot of this. It really does give you a lot, just in case, I guess, you're newer at the game or something. Got a repeater there. So we got 2 rows of repeaters, which is fantastic. Almost a full row of walnuts. Almost 2 full rows of snow peas. And then we got another repeater. This is where I'm gonna start replacing the pea shooters with repeaters, because obviously it's just a direct upgrade. Okay, look at how many different pea pods are on the screen. It's insane. So here's our first wave, and I'm not even concerned. Not one bit. And we got more walnuts. Okay. This is working out pretty well. We just have tons of excess. Put that there. I don't know what to do with some of these extra plants. Hey! Okay, well, I know where to put this now. You jerk. I mean, I could, at this rate, yeah, I could start doing this. We got 2 rows of walnuts right now. Is that necessary? Absolutely not, but it's what we're doing. I might just put these pea shooters out for extra firepower then and just cover them up later. Man, these walnuts are gonna take a beating. Okay, not bad though, not bad at all. Okay, he's gonna jump over that, which is not too big of a thing. Okay, so I might start replacing these pea shooters with chompers. That might also be beneficial. The only problem now is that we have so much on the field that I don't know where we're going to put these cherry bombs, so I might wanna leave some space. But honestly, if they're having a hard time getting through our first 2 rows, or columns, I guess? Oh, it's so hard for me to remember. I think our first 2 rows of lawn there, I think we're just fine. We're in a plenty good position. Go ahead and do this. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh no, oh no. The potato mine's there. And then here, there we go. And then put you there. Leave all of my plant friends alone. What do they do to you? I guess they are in between you and your precious brains, huh? Well, my zebra brain is too precious to let up. There we go. Huge wave of zombies is approaching. This is our last wave, so I might put something there and there, or remove those things there and there. That way, as soon as they show up ready, and boom, cherry bomb, boom. Maybe a little too soon, but hey, I got 2 more. Got him, and got him. All right then, so we finished level 110, the last level of this world, or the front lawn, or whatever it's supposed to be. Let us get ourselves what looks like a cute little mushroom. And it's 0, it's free. What a bargain. You got a new plan. It is the Puff Shroom, shoots short range spores at the enemy. And that actually begins the second world of the game. So we're not going to do that quite yet. We'll be doing that in the next episode, but this wraps up the first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be having more PvZ action coming very, very soon. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, be sure to let me know if you want to see more, if you're enjoying this, if you're not enjoying this. I always love to hear your feedback. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Plants vs. Zombies. If you just put a video, make sure you comment Zebra Plant so I know you've watched at the end that you're a Zebra-tastic viewer. Check out more episodes like this one on your screen right now or by subscribing to join the Zebra Herd. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.